a couple more short experiences I had with the spiritual alchemy products that Swamiji has gifted us. So prior to Sadashivoham, I didn't really want to attend. I just had a loose desire, to tell you the truth. And so my Kotari kept telling me, just get Akashic readings. So I was like, okay, I'll get them. And Kalabhairava said numerous times that I was going and that I would be tested and that I was definitely going. So I was like, okay. So I just kept following his instructions and doing what he told me to do. But I wanted to emphasize the importance of listening to Kalabhairava because at one time, he told me 2 weeks you'll get the money. And again, my intention was extremely loose. So then after that, I had another reading. And Kalabhairava said, you need to have a strong intention. So my click was that Kalabhairava is reading the space that you're carrying at that moment. If it's very loose, then, you know, the things will not happen exactly as he said. So you have to constantly keep your space high and have a strong intention for whatever it is that you're desiring. So, okay, so this is the part of the Akashic Records, which is so cool. So I always had this suspicion that my mom and I had a past life together, and we had some sort of karmic thing going on. And I'm going to say this because she's probably not watching it. She'd get angry at me if she knew I was saying this. We don't have a good relationship, or we didn't have a good relationship. There was honestly, a lot of hatred and vengeance and anger I had towards her. And I didn't know why. I'm like, what is this? It doesn't even make sense. I've had this my whole life towards her. And so we got the Garba. And during that process, Mahayoga said, okay, ask your Garba, what do you need to do to make it to Sadashivoham? So I asked. And the Garba said, ask your mom, it's karmic. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that because we're not in good terms and this and that. And but I was very strong. And so I lagged. I procrastinated for 4 or 5 days. But the intention kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And prior to that, Kalabhairava said that I was going to get the money from relatives. So I knew it was my mom, but I was too afraid to ask my mom. But I just kept on waiting until I felt like more completion. And finally, the day I asked her, she said yes like that. So she sponsored me. So then, also Swamiji, okay, so in the Akashic readings recently, I asked Kalabhairava, what is my past life with my mother? They said that you two were not related. She was your schoolmate, and she was your bully. So she bullied me, and so this explains all the anger and the hatred and the vengeance that I had towards her, and so it all made sense. She was sponsoring me for my Sadashivoham, in a sense, to pay off her karma. So we're both getting completed together, and it's just so, so beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it at that. It's just so many amazing things with the Akashic Records happening, the spiritual alchemy products that Swamiji is gifting us. So I'm immensely, immensely grateful to Swamiji for everything that he's doing for me. Thank you.